Professor Atkinson, how did they get a stone which might weigh as much as 50 tons upright and sunk into the ground?
Well, that's something I think we can best show on a model. Well, the first thing they had to do, of course, in order to get a stone upright, was to dig a hole like this. A hole with the back vertical and lined with wooden stakes to protect it, and a sloping ramp on the other side. And when that had been dug, then the stone would be brought up to it on rollers like these and rolled in until its toe was over the hole. Then they'd put packing close underneath the outside end, the top end of the stone, and that would enable them to lift the end fairly easily with levers, because most of the weight of the stone is towards the bottom and it's more or less balanced on the front roller. And these levers could lift it a few inches at a time like this. And then, of course, they'd put packing underneath to hold it and build up the levers higher and lift again a few inches at a time, and so on. And eventually, the stone, when it was nearly down into the hole, would slip and come to rest in that sort of position.
But then you've got to fight the force of gravity to get the thing standing up straight.
Yes, they did, and I think this was done, again, mainly by levering, at any rate in the first stages. Probably what they did was to build up a crisscross frame of timbers, notched where they cross so they don't roll like this, in order to support levers much higher up here. There isn't time for me to build the whole of this for you, but you can see the idea.
Yeah.
This would enable you to get levers under the stone up here towards the top, and then again the thing could be levered up a few inches at a time. And in this way they could get it up to somewhere about here. Then they'd have to attach ropes to the top, I think with a frame like this of timbers lashed around the top, and a team of men stationed out here could haul on the ropes and bring the stone upright like that.
But then, of course, they had to get the lintel on.
Yes. Well, now the lintel would be drawn up on a sledge like this, and I think it would be raised in very much the same way with a crisscrossed frame, a crib of timbers. The lintel would be put, first of all, on the ground here, and then raised with levers a couple of feet off the ground, resting on timber packing. Then this frame of timbers would be built round underneath it and decked over. And the stone would then rest on the deck and could be raised again a couple of feet in stages in the same way until it was up level with the top. Now, of course, it's fixed in place. There are projecting knobs or tenons on tops of the uprights, and on the underside of the lintel there are these mortise holes, and the thing fits on top like that.